है बादा मस्त बादा आशा में आमदीयत है बादा मस्त बादा आशा
Majlis
में
Khuddam al Ahmadiyya, within our
आमदीयत
pledge,
चलता
we say that
रहे
we will sacrifice our life, time, and wealth for the sake of our country and nation. Our country was suffering from one of the worst pandemics since the Spanish flu. Over 30 million people were affected with COVID-19, were positive with COVID-19. That's close to 10% of the population. And if you look at the deaths, there were close to 600,000 deaths of people who died from COVID. There was a significant mental health impact of the pandemic.
It can be a particularly difficult time for some people after a year of collective loss. And some mental health experts say feeling lower than usual this month is actually normal.
Denials for days, weeks, then months. That led to more deaths, more infections, more stress, and more loneliness. You lost your job. You closed your business. Facing eviction, homelessness, hunger, a loss of control, maybe worst of all, a loss of hope.
The Centers for Disease Control stated that 40% of the general population has suffered from some sort of anxiety or depression from the pandemic. And our Khuddam felt a similar impact. They were at home more, they were schooling from home, they were working from home. They weren't able to see their friends, they weren't able to come to the mosque for Salat or Jummah prayer. And we felt isolated, we felt lonely. However, the mosque stayed open for essential services such as food drives, blood drives, and vaccination clinics. So our Khuddam were able to come to the mosques to feed people that needed the food, to help provide vaccinations to those that needed the vaccines, to provide blood as well. So not only were these Khuddam able to help the people in need, but it also helped them as well, that they were able to come and serve the needy. They were able to see their friends, and they had an impact on their own mental health as well. So overall, Majlis Khuddam al Ahmadiyya, we fed nearly 1 million people this past year during the pandemic. We were also able to raise close to 2,000 units of blood to help with the blood drive shortage that was happening. We were also able to help 20,000 victims of disasters that happened during the pandemic to help people. And we were also able to raise money for other charities, such as Humanity First and other humanitarian organizations, and we were able to raise $200,000 for that. Throughout the pandemic, our Khuddam were able to help with food drives, to help feed the needy, help donate blood. And a lot of times we introduce ourselves as we're the Ahmadi Muslim youth. And people ask questions as to why, as Muslims, why are you doing this? And this is an introduction to the Jamaat that we can give them. We tell them who we are, what we believe in. We believe in the Prophet Messiah alayhi salam, and we have Khilafat. And this, in a way, itself is tabligh that we do. And we only do it if we're asked about it. And generally, there's a lot of misconceptions in the general US population as to who Muslims are. And we're able to help clear up those misconceptions.
And again, thank you for opening your doors for the COVID testing, which was excellent. Everybody that was there, the doctors and everybody that came, had a good time. All because the mosque was there with open doors to allow us to come in.
Y'all did good with that, because that helped a lot of these families out around here with the food distribution and, a number of other things like what y'all did, like reaching out to certain people giving them, mentorship with certain things, like, and Rafiq and yourself, y'all did a lot with, with steering some of the people that would listen, So if you get one, you you did a lot.
So if you see a young person who's serving someone on the street with food or donating their own blood, and you have a beard or you have some type of mark that you're a Muslim, people get curious. They ask, why are you as a Muslim youth doing this? And this in itself is a way that we can introduce the Jamaat and introduce ourselves to the community.